Pam and Tommy on Hulu. First episode dropping today.
First three.
First three dropping
Yeah.
today. Dave, wanted to ask you real quick. Do you remember, or do you have any recollection from your childhood of the relationship between Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee Jones?
Absolutely not.
I
This show kicks off in 1995 when I was July 1995, so I had not yet turned 3 years old. So no, I did not know who Pamela Anderson was until the second stage of her public persona had happened, as the show will get into. And Tommy Lee, I mean, obviously, like Motley Crue's also before my time, so I didn't learn about
right.
him till after the fact as well.
Yeah, I feel like I was aware of a lot of the scandalous aspects of their relationship and just like the public fallout from the sex tape of their relationship, but I don't really know much about them other than Pamela Anderson being on Baywatch.
Mhm.
Tommy Lee Jones, obviously a very famous drummer.
Tommy Lee
Um,
Jones, that would be interesting.
Imagine. That's my bad. Tommy Lee, very famous drummer. So that was kind of like all I knew of them. So I was very interested to see how this series went. How did you feel like the first episode played out for you?
Yeah, I'd say this is definitely a lot more compelling than The Dirt, the Motley Crue Netflix movie with Machine Gun Kelly playing Tommy Lee. Uh, Pam and Pam and Tommy, I like the premiere a lot, and I think this definitely kind of scratches the itch that we want from a lot of these types of miniseries where we're revisiting a flashpoint in culture with high quality actors and trying to recontextualize or recolor in what public opinion seemed to be at the time, usually with a more modern perspective. I've seen a lot of people saying this. This is what Ryan Murphy has been attempting to do recently with American Crime Story impeachment and even like Halston stuff. This is what Ryan Murphy is trying to do in terms of picking flashpoints in culture in society and trying to dramatize them. I think Pam and Tommy is doing it successfully. Um, and interestingly, like there's humor here, there is public comment, there's compelling performance. I feel like this kind of has everything you want from this type of miniseries, and I think it starts off well. So we'll see if it, sticks landing by the end. But I think that it's a strong start.
Yeah, and I'm just super intrigued to see the performances from Lily James and Sebastian Stan in this, as well as Seth Rogen, of course. But
Yeah.
it feels just like uh, Sebastian Stan obviously is kind of in that like mid tier of actors. He's obviously got the Winter Soldier stuff going on, but he's had a couple of high profile supporting roles.
Mhm.
Thinking back to like I Tanya, which
Yeah.
I think this is kind of in like a similar vein, but obviously a bit more high profile for him. And Lily James, I feel like she kind of needs a good look like this. Like
That was
this
my
could
thoughts.
potentially be a big breakout for her. So I'm looking forward and hoping she crushes this. Honestly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I feel like I've been down on Lily James for a while. Just the roles just kind of haven't been there. Like I feel like a textbook is last early 2021, The Dig, the Netflix Carey Mulligan film. Lily James' whole character felt super contrived and completely unnecessary to the film. And she's someone who's been famous and been taking lots of chances and been given lots of chances, but the roles haven't been there in a while. But I think this choice to play Pamela Anderson in a series that is going to humanize and recontextualize the Pamela Anderson perspective when all this shit goes down publicly is a really good choice. The makeup and prosthetics department do a really good job of making Lily James look like Pamela Anderson. Lily James in real life does not look like Pamela Anderson, but very compelling work done for this series. So I think it's good. And yeah, for Stan, I Tanya showed that he has a bit of like black comedy chops, but that was a supporting role. Here he's going to be a co-lead, and he just really hasn't had a lot of chances because he's been kind of tied up with Marvel for so long. So uh, you get a lot of Tommy Lee in episode one. You don't get a lot of Lily James. I think Tommy Lee, I think Stan is compelling as being a shitty dick who also has a big dick. Like he's doing everything he needs to do so far, but it seems like James is going to probably have the meteor work in forthcoming episodes. I think the series though starts off pretty interestingly, where again you don't get a lot of Anderson, but what you do get is a lot of Rogan. Rogan is Ran Gauthier, who is a carpenter working at Tommy Lee's home and gets wronged by Tommy Lee and is motivated for revenge. And he is the one who ends up uh, basically stealing the sex tape inadvertently, and then eventually he's going to uh, mass produce it publicly with the help of Nick Offerman, who plays like a porn director character. So all the parts are there. You know, episode two is kind of a flashback to the Tommy Pamela courtship. So I think this kind of has everything you want from this kind of miniseries. So hopefully it sticks landing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how the series goes. We'll be talking about it as it wraps up.